Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while since I last posted something RC related, and I really thought I would have the time to do this after having a child, and it is fairly evident that I don't. My kid just turned 2 years old, and I absolutely have no time. And I guess the other hand is I couldn't find something that I was really interested on doing as well. So that's why I've been cutting down on the posting. But there is something new recently that kind of caught my eye and my attention, and I really thought I wanted to do a video and kind of share this with you guys. And as far as I know right now, there's not many videos out on this item or this product just yet, so it will be kind of nice for me to do it. And I'm not sure if any of you are following or are aware, but if you are, then you would know what this is. And this is the new product from BM Hobby, and if you are in the drift scene, a 124 drift scene, this shouldn't be foreign to you. The only new thing to see here is BM Hobby is now collaborating with FR Legends, and FR Legends is a mobile game that you play on your mobile phone, and it's on drifting, and the cars in that game look kind of super deformed, I would say. I don't know what the better word would describe this. Is chibi, maybe this cute version design, and this is how it looks like in the mobile phone game. And because the FR Legends collab with BM Hobby, they now produce a 124 scale drifting car, and this is absolutely awesome. Yeah, there's so much I want to talk about this right now, right? So this comes in at a very affordable price. This is not going to be priced with the 24 scale like hobby grade drifters. And when I say hobby grade drifters, I mean something like this. This is my 124 BMRX chassis. This is the early version copy that I've got. So this is from BM Hobby as well, and I really love their innovation. Even back then, even for the first model, they are one of the only companies out there that has a front engine rear wheel drive. Everyone else puts the motor at the back, but these guys have the motor up front. As you can see, the red canister in front, that's the motor. I have got a lot more stuff added onto this one, so it's a bit more complicated, but this is the 124 scale BMRX chassis that this company used to produce, and now they are doing something new, and I want to share this with you guys today. So I'll come back to this in a bit. Okay, this is the 124. If you have been following my channel, you would know what this is and have seen this model before. But today we want to talk about this guy. Again, this is going to come in at a way cheaper price point, and it's targeting the entry level people who just want to start getting their hands dipped into the drift hobby and the drift scene. And yeah, so if you don't want to spend too much and you want to try something new, especially in the micro mini drift scene, this is definitely the way to go. And if you look at some of the box art and the features here, it says genuine authorized appearance. Well, genuine authorized, probably from FR Legends, so there's no inspiring or infringing on any sort of IPs here. they definitely work together with FR Legends to get their copyrights to design and work on this look, and very nice to see that genuine stuff, collab work together with different brands. Very good initiative right there. There is an action figure that has a bobble head. You will see that in the car later on when I open the item. There is pop-up headlights, but it's not motorized just yet. I'll show you this one as well, and it has magnetic front and rear bumpers, right? So to mimic realistic drifting action, if you hit something, the bumper falls off and stuff like that. And come to think about it, right, I think in the 124 scale we've been trying to replicate this ever since we started the hobby, and this is my model. I think what 2-3 years ago I started doing this, and this too has magnetic bumpers, right? So I've been doing this even, you know, back in the day when we started 124 drifting, and you can see there is a front and rear bumper magnets, right, just to hold the car together. And I am so happy to see the actual manufacturer doing this out of the box, right? So you can see detachable front and rear bumpers. Awesome stuff. You can also see here servo protection structure. I think this is just a servo saver, right? So just so you don't destroy your servo if you bump into something. Common in the hobby grade RC space. And modular body structure. I think what this really means is it's adjustable wheelbase. You can extend and increase the wheelbase because the body is adjustable somewhat, and I'll show you this later on in the packaging as well. The other thing to note is it comes in 2 modes, right? Touring mode and also drifting mode. Now the big difference between these two is, number one is the tires. So it does come with rubber grip tires, and it does come with the drifting tires. Now the drifting tires are rounded tires, so it's easier on the tuning. You don't have to worry about the anchorment or the camber and stuff like that. They just use round tires. Again, this is for beginners, right? So I don't really mind this. You can switch it up if you want to. It does have rubber tires, and in the instructions I'll show you later on that it has different option parts for the touring. So when you're driving in touring mode, you don't want it to turn at a high angle like this, but in drifting mode you absolutely want the extreme angles. So you have these 2 options. You kind of have to swap out the parts, but you can do that. Yeah, so standard warning labels here, ARR. So I don't know why is it ARR, but this is a RTR. Everything comes in the box. And yeah, if you look at this here, you can see that it has metal geared servos. So metal gear servos. I do not know whether this is true. I won't be opening up my servo, but if this is the case, it's very nice to see for this price point. 28,000 RPM or kV, I suppose, rotations here. It's not super high speed, but probably good enough. An all-in-one ESC, and I would like to touch on this ESC a bit more as well, because I assume there is lights and servo functions, which I will explore to kind of make use of opening and closing the headlights and turning on the lights. I'll talk more about this later on as well when I go into the product. Other than that, I think that's about it for the box. So it's packaged in this like housing window where you can see the item. When I received the item, and it's not showing up on camera really well, you can see the top here, it's a bit dirty. and I was a bit worried that it's going to scratch the vehicle on the inside. And also when I received it on the first day, the windscreen was loose, right? So it actually popped off and was wobbling around inside the box and the chassis, right? It was rattling around. Okay. Oh, I also want to mention that the package that I got includes the charger, and this is a USB Type-C charger. Let me open this up and show it very quickly. I think this charger is new. I've not seen this anywhere, and I'm very happy that it is Type-C. Now, the charger itself is very tiny, almost the size of the battery, and it has BM Hobby on the top, as you can see. It feels like a 3D printed piece, and it's just sanded down to smooth it out a little bit. You can even see the printing marks actually, and you can see that it's USB Type-C on one end and then the connector on the other end. So what you kind of need to do is to plug this connector inside and then plug your battery on the other side, and this would be able to balance charge your battery. And speaking of batteries, this one comes in. I bought this battery as well because I am aware that this is going to be slightly different size for the chassis, and I just didn't want to hassle around with finding the right size batteries while doing the video, so I got one, and it's not expensive. Again, I got all of this as a package, and it was very reasonable in price, and I've got the entire set. So 350 milliamp. It says what is the discharge rate? 75C or 150C, 7.6 volts. Okay, as you can see there, very nice. I'll charge it up later. Now if we come back to the box, it comes in 2 layers, right? So one on the top and one on the bottom, right? So two layers like this, and it comes with the manual. The manual comes in color, full color on the front, and a black and white at the back. It has all the parts laid out, and what kind of got my attention really was the quick start guide here, where it showcases the replacement bits for touring mode and drifting mode. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, there are definitely different parts, and I'll show this later on, and you can see there are different arms on the front for drifting and touring, and then different tires that is required for drifting and touring. You can definitely change this out by yourself. It should be similar wheels that we normally use on our 124 scale models or mini Z's anyway. Yep, very nice. Okay, now if we come down to the bottom tray and we open this up, we can see that it comes with the remote, and a baggie. So this is the additional front bits for the wheels to swap it out for touring mode. By default, it comes in drifting mode, right? So this is going to be a drift part. This is going to be a touring part where you need to swap it out. It has two L-shaped keys and one Allen key for two Allen keys and one nut key for the wheels. One screwdriver as well. The remote looks to me like a Dumbo RC remote, and I've been wanting to get one of these for quite some time now, and I'm happy this set, you know, the RTR set actually comes with a full functional working Dumbo RC with, I think, 5 channels, maybe 4 channels that I can see. So channel 3 and channel 4 is on top here. Channel 3 and channel 4. We have some dip switches here as well, and that's probably going to change the forward brake reverse. I'll need to look into it here. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about the dip switches, so I'll need to play around with that one. It just says gyro, and it does show a channel 5, right? So this is a 5-channel radio, as you can see here. This is the gyro, I believe, where it uses the knob, so you can change the gain of the gyro right here, which is very nice. So 3 and 4, I assume, would be reserved for lights and also the pop-up headlights or servo mechanism. I'll show that later as well. And this would be a very nice radio. Like I said, I've been wanting to get one of these for some time, and it's so nice that BM Hobby includes the radio like this in this kind of price point, and I think it's absolutely awesome. I think, yeah, it's gonna be a very good value for money for anyone who wants to start off in the hobby. Okay, if we move that box aside and bring back the main item, and we open up the main item, you can see that we have the car here, and there's a back on the top. And if we open that up, you can see that this is the interior of the car, right? So it comes with some seat and a boggle head figure, right? As I said, it's just a very nice boggle head, so when the car is running, it kind of bounces around inside. And this is also how it kind of looks like in a game, which is absolutely awesome that they try to mimic this. Yeah, there's 2 very tiny double-sided tape. The red ones, as you can see, at the back and at the front. This will basically help hold the interior inside the shell, and that's about it. It's not really screwed together whatsoever, so you can actually choose to run with the figure or without the figure. And from my understanding, if you try to use like a mini Zack chassis, you can use this body shell as well, but for any other chassis you might not be able to run this cosmetic piece on the inside. Right, this cosmetic piece will only work for this particular chassis because it's very simple and very slim on the inside, so that you can fit the cosmetic piece on the inside. So this will only work with this particular chassis. You can run other chassis, especially mini Zack chassis, and the clips are the same as the mini Zack configuration as well. You can see both clips on the side and then just a lip on the front, and that's how it's connected. So I can remove this very quickly. Before I do that, I just want to quickly showcase the front headlights. As you can see, so these are light buckets. There are no LEDs right now on the inside, but this is light buckets where you can fit in LEDs. As you can see on the bottom, there's a hole there for 3mm LEDs. You can put that in, and there's no servo mechanism as well, but you can absolutely find space inside to work on a servo mechanism to flip the headlights up and down, which I'm definitely going to figure out and try to do. There's a lot of space in there, as you can see, right? And as I say, it's so cool to see, you know, manufacturers do this. It comes ready-made with the magnets, and it just snaps on like this. Visually and cosmetically, you know, it looks awesome, right? Front and back, right? As you can see. Now the back does come ready for lights as well. As you can see, there are holes ready for like 3mm or maybe smaller LEDs for the back lights. You can do brake, reverse, basically just brakes and reverse. I think there's no signal lights, which is good. We don't need signal lights for drifting. And right now you can absolutely see the insides, but if you put on the insert, right, the figure, it will hide all of the mechanical details on the inside, and you just see the figure, which is a very nice touch. Now before I go to the chassis, I just want to quickly showcase this is a frame piece, I believe. So I'm not sure why they gave this frame piece, but this is a frame piece that is adjustable, and I think it would definitely fit the Mini Z case or Mini Z shells, right? So if you have any Mini Z shells, this will work. Again, front lip and also the two side clips that holds the body in place. You can see there is also adjustable wheelbase here, and over here it gives you the touring car tires, and these are touring car rubber tires with the rubber treads. Right, you can see that rubber treads, and it gives some metal rods so that you can use as the wheel holders for your display. Okay, definitely will be useful when you start having more than one shells, and I am a strong believer that they are going to come out with a lot more shells, because there are a whole bunch of cars in the FR Legends game, mostly JDM from the 90s, and those all of them would be an absolutely awesome collection piece. So I think BM Hobby is really smart in making this move, and they will have a huge line of cars that they can continue to sell and just give the users, give us a huge variety of options. And yeah, I really commend them for that. It's a brilliant move. Okay, so I want to take this out. So as usual, you just pull out the shell and then slip out the chassis. And I want to quickly showcase how the cosmetic bit is being put in place. Same thing, very easy, just slide it in. There is going to be two grooves here, you just line them up And if you want it to be permanent, you just remove the sticky tape, both front and back, and just stick it in place. And when that is on, look at how cute this is, man. You can see how the head is boggling inside. Imagine this running on the track, drifting, and then you can see how the driver inside is just controlling the car. Very nice. Look at that. Okay. Again, pop-up headlights. Beautiful item from the 90s. And I'm definitely gonna light this thing up. The only thing I really kind of don't like is the bright orange signal indicator lights here. These are not LED ready, so you can't light this up. There's no light bucket in the back. If you take it out, you can see there's no lighting bucket for this to for us to really put in an LED in place. There are two tiny squares here though. If you look at this here, I wonder if it's going to be like the upgraded spotlight bits in the later stage of Initial D, where they're going to sell that. I hope there's a cosmetic bit that we can buy and place it in there in the future. Getting some if there was like a Toyota logo, that would be even better. It's also missing out the side sticker, the Tofu shop sticker, the Torano badges, and the Toyota badges are all missing as well. And I'm pretty sure someone's going to come out with a decal so that we can add that in. It also comes out of the box pre-panel line, right? All these panel lines that you see here that makes the car really pop and stand out is being done in factory, and it comes ready like this out of the box, which is absolutely amazing, right? So again, if you just get this for a display piece, man, this is very awesome, very awesome. You cannot light this up. Again, this is painted on the signal lights. I wish it was a transparent item that I can light it up. All this I can't light it up, which is a bit of a shame. It would be nice if it was a light bucket. Yeah, there's no signal lights here as well. It's so tiny. Only the red and white bits are light buckets. Okay, as you can see here. So yeah, if we go to the chassis, and this is brand new. This entire chassis here is brand new, and it looks amazing. It looks very simple, straightforward, very well engineered, very well designed, and very well thought of. You can see the battery compartment. Again, it's limited to a certain size. Now that's why I specifically bought this battery, so that it kind of fits in nicely. There is some wiggle room around, right? To play around, you might be able to squeeze in a tiny bit larger battery, but this is just the exact size, and you can close it and put it in. Now I believe there is no on-off button. Once you put it in, it powers on. Yep, as you can see. So no on-off button. It just turns on as you plug it in, right? So you need to remember to remove the battery once you're done, and do not leave the battery in there. The other thing to note is the motor here. Not sure how well it's coming across on video, but this motor is tiny. This is not the normal size can motor. This is a slightly smaller size motor. I wish it was a bit bigger, right? There's a lot more space here. We could use a bigger can, right? There is a lot more space here. We could use a bigger size motor. From the looks of it, it might be possible to swap out a brushless motor as well, but at the moment there is not much options to play around with the gearing. There's no aftermarket parts for upgrades on this chassis as I speak right now. I'm pretty sure BM Hobby will do that in the future, but right now what you see here is what you get. There's no modification, tweaks or gears, accessories available to kind of tune or change anything in this regard or this aspect, right? You can see the arms here. These are all static arms as well. It's non-adjustable arms on the back, as you can see, but very simple design, just straightforward with the arm holding it. They could definitely have designed this differently, but the fact that they design it this way with the ball arms tells me that there might be room for upgrades in the future, and if you are smart enough to find parts, you might be able to use the Orlando bits to kind of make this an adjustable arms. Then you can definitely adjust the toe in and toe out of the rear wheels, and same goes with the front as well. Very similar design to the back, straight suspension bits, and then there is two arms holding the steering wheel, as you can see, left and right. Yep, there is a servo saver. I can definitely feel the spring on the servo saver. It does feel like a metal servo. It's yeah, I don't know, as far as I can tell. I'm not opening up the servo, but yeah, the design is very intelligent. It's very straightforward, it's very simple, but yet very effective. And again, I mentioned that this is an adjustable wheelbase. As you can see, there's only two screws here, and you can lengthen or shorten the wheelbase. The only thing you can't do is widen or narrowing the wheelbase, right? So it goes lengthwise, it doesn't go widthwise. You could play with the width with different offset of wheels, but I guess that's just about it. It's very similar to Mini Z's, I guess. I don't own a Mini Z, but it's not adjustable here and here. And you can see very nice Watanabe inspired wheels. It looks very nice. Back also looks very nice. I believe these are 20 mm, because yeah, you can see my 124s will be 22 mm. It's a tad bit larger, but the nut and the size will be the same, so you'll be able to remove them out and swap them out for different wheels if you want in the future. But I think it's a 20 mm versus 22 on my larger scale cars, right? So well, you can see the difference between the two. You can see that this is adjustable, right? So the width is adjustable. Pretty much everything on this larger car is adjustable, whereas the small one is non-adjustable except for the length of the car. And I noticed that this might be a bit out here. Oh, it's just a carbon design that is not straight. Interesting. Okay. One thing I noticed about my particular copy, I'm not sure whether you can see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it in camera right now. You see how there is this yellow bit in there in the suspension? There is rust on my suspension bit, as you can see here, right? It's a bit rusty, and I need to open that up to do some cleaning, because right now it's definitely hindering the movement. So this particular wheel is kind of stuck and it's not moving up and down freely, whereas this part, you know, is moving freely. So this one is such a crazy bit of rust, as you can see there. Yeah, it's not good, this one. So this suspension bit here is definitely rough. I need to clean that up and oil it up a little bit more. It's catching. Where else you can see the back, these are all okay. Very interesting design and setup. These are all very straightforward and very simple, and you can see how low profile the entire setup is, and that allows for the characters to be seated on top. And there's a lot of room here, especially front here, where you can fit a servo underneath to kind of pop up the headlights. And since we're talking about the headlights, right, let's take a quick look at the all-in-one ESC and receiver setup from BM Hobby. I think this is new. I'm not sure where this is from. It might be taken from somewhere, but this is new to BM Hobby. They usually sell more high-end stuff, but this is something that is catered for the entry level. There's no adjustment in terms of the power output and stuff like that on the higher end, what you see from the higher end RC hobby grade stuff, but what you see is what you get, right? So the interesting bit here is you can see that there is one plug here that has 4 pins, right? The one at the top here has 4 pins, and it says light, right? So it says light. The Chinese word say 灯光 means lighting connector. So the first pin from the bottom is a positive pin. It says L plus, and then followed by L1, L2 and L3. Now I strongly believe that L1, L2, L3 is going to be maybe the front lights, back lights and brake lights. I hope that that is the case, and not front lights, left and right signal lights. There's only 3 combinations here. There's only 3 possible combinations here, right? So one will definitely be the headlights. I'm hoping that the other one will be the back lights, and the third one would be a brake light. That would be perfect for drifting scenarios. And the worst scenario would be L1 would be the headlamps, L2, L3 will be left and right signal lights. That will be awful. I hope that is not the case. I will need to test this out, and I will let you know in an updated video. Okay, the other one here, it says channel 4, right? Channel 4. So this one is definitely a servo connector, where it says ground V5 and then channel 4. So this is going to be a micro servo connector, and what it's going to be used for is definitely going to be used for the pop-up headlights. So I can't wait to test this out, and I'll come back and show you guys my testing and my findings after I've tested. Okay, so these 2 things is something that I'm going to test out later on, and I'm also going to do like maybe drift runs and everything in my next video, and I'll share how this performs. Okay, this video has been long enough. It's going to be an unboxing first look, and if you have any questions regarding this particular kit and model, please let me know. I'll try my best to answer them. It does come in different packages. It does come standalone, where you can buy the car by itself, right, without the remote. So it doesn't come with the remote, and you can buy it RTR with the remote as a package. And the third option would be buying it together with the battery and charger, and this would be the complete set. And obviously I got the entire set with the batteries as well. You can opt to not buy the batteries, and you can have your own batteries and stuff like that, but yeah, it comes with different options and different price points. It is already very affordable, and it looks extremely promising. And if I scout the Chinese Taobao website, I can already see different bodies popping up. Right now they are just 3D printed, but I can't wait for the official bodies from BMRX to come out with other models aside from this 86. This 86 is really cute, really nice, and I can't wait for the other super deformed chibi models to come out, because all of them looks amazing. And there are so many like upgrade options for these models. I'm not sure whether BM Hobby is going to take advantage of all of that, like upgrade options, like a rear wing, additional body kit, so on and so forth. With the magnetic bits like this, they could easily sell like different bumpers, different upgrade bumpers and stuff like that cosmetically for us to have different options. And I know it's going to be this first batch. They are testing out the market to see how well they sell, and I hope, you know, these things sell like a hotcake, so that we see more of them, right? And if I were you, I would definitely get hold of one of these, and in case it doesn't sell well, you have a copy. And man, I would love to have more of this, because this is so good, right? I would happily drift this around and not too worry about breaking stuff, because these are cheaper and hopefully easier to get. Okay, so yeah, again, let me know your thoughts and whether you like this stuff or not. If you are on my channel, it just tells me that you already like RC stuff. And if you want to support me, just maybe give a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.